Alrighty, welcome to today's YouTube video. So unfortunately just had to say goodbye to Katie very early because she's got to drive up to Dayton. Now we got Maisie. You got something to say? Huh? Yeah. Alright, so we gotta let Maisie out now because so Katie, we gotta go potty first. So Katie just took off. She works up in Dayton right now. We'll go to school in Dayton and spent the night last night because it got kind of late. Us hanging out here. So she is now gone. We gotta let Maisie out to go pee and then she'll be eating. But today I'm gonna take you guys through a full day of eating, kind of unplanned. So essentially yesterday was pretty busy. I'm working on, go potty. She come to the door, it's funny. I'm currently working on cookbook version 2, but I will say anybody that buys version 1 at $20 will get the updated version. You just have to wait about 2 or 3 months for me to finish up the next version. So some of the recipes you guys see today might not be out in the current cookbook, but they will be out in the next one that will already be an automatic update. And also there will be a slight price increase because I'm going from like 60 recipes in that cookbook to I think 100, hopefully 120 in this new one. But we'll go ahead and show you guys what Maisie gets to eat. She's such a good girl. Are you hungry? You hungry? All right, so Maisie, we gotta say, she had dinner, so now she's having breakfast. And she gets almost like 2 full scoops. Whoops. Open that up. There's one. Sit. Wait. Wait. There's 2. Leave it. Wait. You guys give us a shake. Good girl. 1. Other one. Stay. 1 more shake. Good girl. Get it. So that is Maisie's breakfast, and myself, I think we're gonna go ahead and have some pancake bites. So typically, once again, I do plan out my days ahead of time. I kind of have, I went to the grocery store, I'm gonna have chicken, beef, eggs, blah, blah. But one of the recipes I made yesterday were these pancake bites. They're actually phenomenal. So they're really good. There's little pancake bites with some sausage in them. So I'm gonna go ahead and microwave probably a dozen of these, and I'll read you guys the macros, although I don't have the full recipe right now. I do know the macros of that. So let me go heat those up, and I'll show you guys what we're working with. And about 1.5 minutes later, we have our breakfast. So these are those little pancake sausage bites I mentioned earlier. I made these yesterday, went ahead and just pulled out another dozen. She is so loud right now. She just had her breakfast. But pulled out another dozen of these, about 12 of them, threw them in the microwave for about 1.5 minutes, and they're good to go, nice and warm. We're also gonna pair that with an orange, a sumo orange. These things they look really weird. I used to always think they were like something was wrong with them, but they actually are the single best oranges ever, but they are seasonal. I think they're only in season from like January to March or something weird like that. We're gonna add a little bit of this sugar-free syrup on the side. This is like 15 calories a serving when normal syrup is like over 100 calories a serving. So this right here, if you're eating a lot of syrup, a lot of sodas, you simply go from like full sugar soda to diet soda, or full sugar syrup to sugar-free syrup. That could cut your calories right there. I know some people are gonna argue like, oh, it's not real syrup. Like, I don't know, it tastes pretty dang good to me. But real quick, these pancake bites, as I mentioned, will be in the new cookbook, but they aren't currently in the current cookbook. So that's one thing where if you do buy the cookbook though, you will get the updates for free. So if you go and buy the current cookbook at $20, it currently is $19.99, you will get all the updates. So right now we have 65 recipes. My goal is to come out with 120 sometime in April with version 2. But anyone that has already bought the cookbook will get the updated version from 60 recipes to 120 for free, like that's included in the original book. But once the recipes go from 60 to 120, the price will go up from $19.99 to $29.99. So if you buy it now, it's like basically a 10% or $10 discount, which is I think is like what, 33% off. And then you'll actually just have to wait until April to get the new cookbook, which will have the pancake bites and the other 60 recipes I'm working on right now. But real quick, I wanna go ahead and just show you guys, or read you guys the macros. So when I pull up Canva, because that's literally like the cookbook recipe right there. If you wanna screenshot that somehow, you just got the free recipe early. The pancake sausage bites. So it makes 48 total pancake bites, but I go ahead and split that into 8 servings. So 6 mini muffins. And once again, I'm trying to base it off of an average person because I could eat a dozen of these, if not more, very easily. But my girlfriend Katie or my parents, they only had I think like 6 or 8 and they were full. So 6 mini muffins comes out to be 257 calories, 9 grams of carbs, 9 grams of fat, 24 grams of carbs, and 20 grams of protein. But I'm having a dozen, so 2 servings, which will be, quick math check, okay, 257 times 2, 514, 18 grams of fat, 48 grams of carbs, and then 40 grams of protein. So that comes out to be, yeah, so 2 servings is about 514 calories. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add a sumo orange on the side. I think these things are around 60 calories. I'm gonna add 2 servings of sugar-free syrup. So that's gonna be about another 30 calories. So the total for this meal, everything combined, is gonna be 602 calories, 72 grams of carbs, 19 grams of fat, and 42 grams of protein. So basically the majority of calories obviously coming from here, and we're gonna add a nice little piece of orange on the side, piece of orange. I'm gonna add a nice little orange on the side. And one cool thing, I'm gonna hopefully show you guys this without absolutely making a mess, is some of the pancake bites. So basically what happens is I'm pushing like a sausage link into the middle. So it kind of creates a little bit of a crevice, but what you can do is just take this, add a little bit of syrup right in that crevice, and then boom, you got a nice little bite. The savory and sweet combo of pancakes with some sort of like savory thing. Once in this case, it's turkey sausage, but you could also use regular sausage, probably even, well, actually a hint at another recipe is bacon pancakes. So there's some other options in there. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and dig in here. This is meal number 1. I'll see you guys at the next meal. It is now time for meal number 2, and it is my world famous Proats. Well, not world famous, but I basically make them every single day, have been for a long time, and will continue to for a long time. It's gonna start off with these Kroger brand maple brown sugar, less sugar. Once again, any sort of quick oats work, and also you could use rolled oats if you really want to, but for whatever reason, I am so content using quick oats. It's 2 packets. Put them in a bowl and then basically add some water and you're good to go. I think they taste way better than rolled oats. I've tried rolled oats in the past and I just love these and no one can tell me otherwise. You can tell me rolled oats are 5 times the amount of protein, whatever. I'm using quick oats. So we got those in the microwave right now. 3 minutes, hopefully it doesn't overflow. That's another thing. You need a big enough bowl where 2 packets doesn't overflow, because when they are cooking, you can see like they literally kind of bubble up a little bit, and I've had them spill in smaller bowls, so we found a big bowl that does work. Then we're gonna be adding in a little bit of almond milk, so a splash of almond milk. This almond breeze right here, 30 calories a cup, but just a quick splash to help mix in our protein. It also cools off the oats a little bit, so your protein powder blends smoothly. I've never had a problem with this protein powder right here, Transparent Labs, isolate, 28 grams of protein, milk chocolate, or I'll use a dark chocolate. I've never had any problems with it mixing properly, making sure it's not gritty. I don't know, people have said that they occasionally have gritty proats. I don't know what kind of protein they use, but I can tell you this combination right here, I've never had gritty proats in my entire life. We're gonna add a little bit of our peanut butter here, 20 grams to be exact, of our natural creamy peanut butter, and then 1 nice banana as well. And then also, we got Maisie over here. Staring out the window. What you looking at, huh? She was taking a nap earlier too. How lazy. No, I'm just kidding. And then we're gonna have a Rice Krispie treat if we have any. Oh my gosh. No. Oh my. I literally think I have 1 left. Is that it? Where'd all these go? That's literally it. In the bottom of the Rice Krispie box, I have 1 left. So I guess you need to get some more Rice Krispie treats next time I go. Because that is what I have on my way to the gym before I actually start my workouts. So yeah, boxed Rice Krispie treats down, our proats are done. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and mix everything together once again. Splash of oats, scoop of protein, a little bit of peanut butter, banana cut up, and I'll show you guys the final product and the macros. We also always have to give Maisie a little bit of peanut butter on the knife. Sit. Good girl. Also, butter knife will not harm Maisie. You like your peanut butter? No, it's gone. That's it. And this meal, well, the whole Proats plus the Rice Krispie treat, because I just consider this like pretty much a part of my pre-workout meal, it comes out to be 694 calories, 98 grams of carbs, 16 grams of fat, and 42 grams of protein. A whole lot of carbs to fuel a very big and intense leg day we have today. I
I mean, I guess nothing special technically about the leg day, except for the fact that I'm slowly working up my hack squat progressions. So I initially was doing squats for a really long time, and I actually found, well, I got a additional gym membership. Now I have 3, don't recommend, but they're all pretty cheap. I think they're like $25 to $30 a month. But one of them is eSporta, which is, so when I go visit Katie in Dayton or her family in Cleveland, I need an eSporta membership in order to train while I'm with them. And I go up to Dayton and Cleveland enough where it makes sense to me actually have an additional gym membership. But there's also an eSporta down here close to the other gym I go to, Oakley, or other gym I go to, Crunch. So it's one of those things where I can now basically like go to the same area, but on my leg days, I go to eSporta and do my hack squats. Because I've never had a hack squat actually used continually in a program, and now that I have access to one through eSporta, I love it. I'm making pretty decent progressions right now, so I'm very, very excited for my leg days. So this is gonna be our leg day fuel. We're gonna mix this up, head to the gym. Also gonna make some pre-workout, so I am still having pre-workout. Only caffeine I have is from the pre-workout and occasional Diet Coke, but I'm not doing energy drinks like I was on prep. But when I do train, I do have a little bit of pre-workout. That is the pre-workout meal. I have, once again, my pre-workout and my Rice Krispie treat on the way to the gym. And I'll see you guys after the gym for the post-workout meal. Probably gonna be fairly basic because I think I'm gonna use another recipe for dinner. So post-workout might be a little bit more protein, but I'll show you exactly what that looks like and then go for the macros for that too. Just made back from the gym, and I actually forgot to film this part because I pretty much take it right when I get home and I didn't have my camera, so I forgot, but I did take my creatine and post to help with recovery after I work out. Definitely recommend creatine. I would say creatine, some sort of protein powder, and then a multivitamin are probably like my very top tier supplements. Then you can add caffeine, post, little things like maybe vitamin D if you don't get outside enough, which I am taking right now because it's dark and it stays dark for a long time right now in the winter time. Little things like that I would say are secondary tier, but first tier, multivitamin, protein powder, and creatine. Highly, highly recommend those. We got our potatoes in the air fryer. Those are almost done. And we're gonna pair that with a pretty basic meal with some chicken. I cooked up, I think almost 3 pounds of chicken the other day. So we've got some chicken in here. This is just some chicken breast. I'm gonna measure out what I'm probably gonna estimate about 8 ounces of chicken breast, which is about half a pound. I think this is, I wanna say this is 2 pounds in here, so I only need basically like a quarter of this container for 8 ounces. And then what else I'm gonna have? I'm gonna have a couple apples. These are actually pretty small, so I'm probably gonna do 2 of these and call them like 1.5, because normally I have a big apple, but in the bags they come a little bit smaller. And we need some veggies. We got some carrots here. Go to nice and easy. So fairly basic meal. We're gonna do chicken, potatoes, 2 apples, and some carrots. And then we're gonna measure everything out. I'll go ahead, put the final meals together, as well as the amounts, macros, all that good stuff. But yeah, pretty basic. Once again, potatoes in the air fryer. Then we've got our chicken breast that we need to heat up, probably just microwave it. 2 apples, 2 apples, because they are smaller in the bags. So you can see like they aren't very big. And then we'll have probably like 150-ish grams of carrots. But I'll measure those out as well. I'll read you guys macros. And here we have meal 3 of the day. So we have our chicken right there, chicken breast, as well as our 350 grams of potatoes, a little bit of olive oil spray, a little bit of salt and pepper in the air fryer. 16 minutes at 400 degrees is what I do because I like mine a little bit crispier. Go ahead, flip those halfway, or not flip them, shake them up a little bit. As far as the chicken goes, so I got some big ass chicken breasts. So this is basically 1 chicken breast that's butterflied. So the chicken breasts are probably about, I would say around a pound each. I went ahead and butterflied it, cut it in half. So that's about 8 ounces. This guy right here is the seasoning I'm using on it. It's a chicken rub, Famous Dave's, the go-to. It is probably my favorite, and it's super simple. Once again, it's just a combination of, let's see, salt, spices, onion powder, paprika, garlic powder, and then like 2% of dried carrot, citric acid, a bunch of random stuff. But basically salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, all in 1 container right there. So that is what goes on the chicken. We got our 2 apples as well over there, keeper apples in the fridge, and Honeycrisp is by far the best. We've got 150 grams of carrots right there. So our fruits and veg for the day. My phone is already at 20%, so I've been using that quite a bit, I guess. But this meal comes out to be 646 calories. It is 117 grams of carbs, only 2 grams of fat, then 49 grams of protein. No reason why this is so low fat. It just happens to be like potatoes don't really have any fat. I think the only fat might come from like the olive oil spray, because I do I think like 0.15 ounces or something of olive oil spray to account for that a little bit. I mean, carrots are pretty much none, apples none. So yeah, there's not much fat here except for a little bit of olive oil spray. But I did have plenty of fat this morning. I normally have some eggs in the diet as well. And then for dinner, I also have my sausage tortellini soup. It's a little bit higher fat because we're using sausage rather than like a lean meat. But this is meal number 3. I'm gonna dig in. I'm very hungry because we had a killer leg day, which is fantastic. We had PR on the hack squat, which is great. And now we need to refuel properly. But yeah, see you guys next meal. Now it's time for dinner. Today's been a very busy, I should say, work day. So I obviously went to the gym. Pretty much been working all the way up until now at 7:30, so I have a little bit left. So gonna go ahead and have this, shower, do a little bit more work, and then probably have another meal because I don't think this is gonna be enough calories, honestly. So right here, we have some sausage tortellini soup. Just a little bit left because I actually sent majority of my chicken bacon ranch casserole as well as my tortellini soup that I made recipes this weekend with Katie. So this is just a little bit left. I'm gonna call this 1/6 serving. I don't think it quite is, just look at the size of it. But just for convenience sake, we're gonna say it is 1/6 of a serving, which once again, that's kind of how I broke up this recipe as well. Once again, if you guys want to screenshot that, I mean, I'm more than happy to give you guys the recipes. I'm sure I'll make them at some point, or actually send you guys them at some point. But we have the sausage tortellini soup, comes out these 6 servings. I'm gonna say 1 serving, which is about this bowl. Excuse me. It's gonna be 491 calories, 15 grams of fat, 54 grams of carbs, and then 35 grams of protein. So that's what this bowl is. Then we also have another sumo orange because these things are absolutely delicious. And then we have our bell pepper on the side. So I think after this will be what, like, I don't know, 3 servings of fruit or 4 servings of fruit and then 2 servings of vegetables or 3 servings of vegetables, something like that. So you got plenty of fruits and vegetables by the time we're done. There's a little bit of spinach as well mixed up in here. So plenty of fruits and vegetables, plenty of protein as well. Because I think at this point, this total meal, let's see, daily calories, meal number 4. So this whole meal comes out to be 584 calories, 78 grams of carbs, 15 grams of fat, and 37 grams of protein. So our day total is just around 2,500 right now, and I'm aiming for about 3,000 in order to see, once again, my weight go about 2-3 pounds per month. So I'm gonna eat this. I'm gonna probably go shower, change, and then maybe have some sort of dessert, because right now I think I have like 170 grams of protein, if I'm not mistaken. Let me confirm that real quick. Let's see, so yeah, 170 grams of protein. So my protein's good, my fruits and vegetables are good. So basically I can kind of have whatever I want with the last about 400 to 500 calories. Not exactly sure what I want right now. I'm gonna go ahead, eat this, and then I might have, I don't know, maybe some almonds. I can definitely get away with a little bit more fat or carbs or protein. Once again, everything's kind of hit already, but I'll kind of see what I'm craving later on and show you guys kind of final meal or dessert. But this is meal number 4. I'm gonna polish this off. And then see you guys at the 5th meal, I guess, kind of meal, snack, dessert type thing here in a little bit. Okay, so real quick, I know I said I was gonna go shower and then have dessert, but I started to eat and it's almost 8 o'clock. I was like, you know what? I don't wanna come back down and eat again. Might as well just put it all into one big final meal. So we add a little bit, we have some of this homemade cookies and cream ice cream. No reason specifically, it was just what we had in the fridge. So I basically polished that off because there wasn't much left. And I added a little bit of vanilla ice cream on top, so you can see we got some cookies and cream and some vanilla. Measured out 110 grams, which is basically 1 serving. And I think it's like 260 calories there. We're gonna add a Fit Crunch bar right here. And yes, this is technically a protein bar and I already have 170 grams of protein, but I also love this. This is like a candy bar to me. And if I can have one of these every night in my bulk, I'm going to. So I decided, why not? I have my fruits and vegetables done. I have my protein done, but this is still something I absolutely love. So we'll go ahead and have a little bit of ice cream, 1 serving, and then our protein bar. And that's gonna bring meal 5, so these 2 things, to 455 calories. It's 47 grams of carbs, 21 grams of fat, and 21 grams of protein. That brings our day total to 2,981 calories, just shy of 3,000, but right around the ballpark is the biggest thing, which is good there. 412 grams of carbs, 412 grams of carbs, 74 grams of fat, and 191 grams of protein. So more than enough protein, right on par with our calories, and then got our fruits and vegetables in. That's pretty much a full day. I will say this was a little bit more unplanned because I was making so many recipes this weekend. I had like the pancake bites left over. I had the tortilla soup left over. I had a bunch of fruits and veggies, which I always do. But I pretty much always have my protes and then some sort of like chicken potato meal before and after my workout. Those are kind of staples. And I'll let my breakfast and, well, honestly, my breakfast normally eggs and potatoes or eggs and toast. I'll let my dinner fluctuate depending on the recipes I'm trying to make. If I'm gonna go eat out with Katie, my family, stuff like that. And then I don't really have dessert on many days because I'm normally gonna, once again, save those calories to eat out with my family. But on the days I do have a little bit extra calories, I'm a huge fan of ice cream, even though it's wintertime and it's cold out. And then like I said, the Fit Crunch bar, I mean, it is like a candy bar, 200 calories, 16 grams of protein, highly recommend. If you haven't tried those already, my favorite is this one, the chocolate peanut butter, if you guys can read that, chocolate peanut butter. They make a few other ones. The peanut butter and jelly isn't too bad, but this is by far my favorite. We always have that stocked. My dad loves them too. But without further ado, I'm gonna wrap up today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Any questions, let me know. Hopefully you guys, once again, looking forward to Cookbook 2.0. I'm working basically 24/7 on that. I pretty much work like, I'm gonna go edit another recipe tonight for a chicken bacon ranch casserole that I made yesterday, but I gotta put all the ingredients together, figure out the macros and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm working very tirelessly to try to get done by April. I've got about 20 recipes left over the next 2 months, so I'm trying to do at least 5 a week, something like that. So fingers crossed I'll have that done in April, if not late April for you guys. And I'm so excited to re-release the cookbook /2.0. Super, super pumped, excited once again. Lots more recipes. I'll definitely be promoting it a little bit more when it comes out. And then as soon as it's released, I'm gonna start doing like basic recipe videos on the channel, as well as some shorts and stuff like that, so stay tuned. But without further ado, make sure you do like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. And we can say bye to Maisie too real quick. You wanna say bye? You wanna say bye? You say peace? Peace.